Let's get good. I am the Gamer Under Development, and this is Endless Space 2 Awakening. We are playing as the relic hunting Nakalim, and we were in the process of doing a multitude of things in our last episode. We're fighting basically everyone except for the UE. Basically. I mean, we're not at war with the Cravers or the Sophans yet, but it'll happen. That being said, Matarka is in the process of being converted. It also needs something in its production queue, so let's just have it do public 3D printing for now. It is 64% owned. We are gaining 16% per turn, which means next turn we'll be at about 70. We're looking at maybe 3 more turns before we fully control Matarka. That's probably off. My math may be a little bit wrong there. Yeah, that's only 86. So 4 more turns, maybe. My math may be off. I'm not going to worry about it right now. It's way too early in the morning for me to be doing math. Okay. So there were some things that I wanted to look at here, though. Ida, for example, does need something in its queue. Let's go ahead and give Ida... I feel like having Ida pump out medium ships right now is probably a good idea. We're not really able to pump out our Chancellors every turn because we, frankly, don't have the antimatter. We did buy a bunch of antimatter off the market, though. I'm gonna wait, though. I'm gonna go ahead and have them pump out medium ships here, and the reason is because if I recall correctly, we should have picked up some new research that makes it worth going after a new design for our carrier. Yes, we did. We got improved fusion torpedoes. We have had people asking why I'm not using titanium resources and Hyperium resources for weapons for a long time. Okay, you guys win. We're gonna try it out right now. I actually do want to see how this goes. Look at that. I'm so excited about this. I just want this little influence circle to just let them tap together. Just a little tappy tap there. And then we should see a very big expansion of our influence. We already have the most influence in the galaxy if you really look at it. Like, nobody else has a giant cluster like us. Anyways, taking a look at our ships here. Let's look at our current Chancellor. Just real quick, this is our carrier. So we've got 3 missiles on it, 2 engines, a recovery module, a squadron basic fighter module, and then some armor and a swarm missile. So we're gonna basically make that same design, except for we're gonna add these. These being the titanium missile modules, and the reason for that is we want to see what the actual difference is, because if the difference warrants the expenditure of titanium, then why not? Why not go for that? Why not make a better ship? And that's what we're going to try to do right here. I've not actually I don't usually use strategic resources because to me, the most important thing for my military fleets is that I can just print them out whenever I need them, which means the less resources they take, the better. In this case, it will cost us 46 titanium to build this. We're going to call this the test carrier. And the main reason why we're calling it that is because we want to have a separate carrier so that we can compare the two. Now, if we look at these, we've got the Chancellor 2, which has 10,843 attack power and 1,201 defense. Our range profile and all that should be relatively the same. We've got 14,636 attack power on the test carrier that requires 48 titanium. We are currently generating 26 titanium per turn. So that means we will burn through 2 turns worth of titaniums per test carrier we build for what is basically 4,000 power. Doesn't feel like that's necessarily a great exchange rate. It's not terrible, it's not bad, and we can build some of them just to test it out, but it doesn't seem like the greatest exchange rate ever, you know? Like, I feel like that's okay. Just okay. What we'll do, though, here, just to give it a test, is we'll actually... Whoops, wrong key held down there. For those that didn't know, if you hold down the Alt key when you click to build something, it'll actually put it on the top of your queue. That is a hugely useful shortcut. So we're going to do that. We'll put a couple test carriers on top here in Kuyos. Once those test carriers are out and we can kind of take them out for a fleet battle, we'll give them a try. We're going to give them a try. You will notice that ate through a ton of titanium building just those 3, though. It is what it is. We're not really worried about titanium. That's kind of fine. That being said, let's jump around and check out what we got going on here. Yeah. So we have 2 ships on Matarka. We just want to get rid of them. We don't want any influence from the Riftborn on Matarka at all. We just want it clear. In this case, we have such a massive ship advantage, we are going to use take trophies here. We're not going to watch it because we have so many fights going on now that when we stop to watch the fights, it just takes up a large majority of the episode, and that's something I'm trying to avoid because we do want to kind of move things forward. What I'm curious about is, did that change our influence here? It did not. It did not change our influence gains there, sadly. I believe there is a hero skill that will increase the conversion rate or the ownership gain on a system, but I'm not sure who has it. I think it might be a Vaulter thing, actually, but I'm not 100% on that. Okay, so these fleets are fine. They're just defending Matarka, which is what we want from them. Here on Edisir, we are basically slow invading. I mean, we don't even have to slow invade here. We can just kill this ship and go for the full invade, which might not be a terrible idea, but I think the reason why we're not doing that is because we want them to get Edisir so that we can just hand it back to the Academy with influence. We can still poke at them right here, though. Poke at them with take trophies. If they don't retreat, then we kill it. We did not get anything for that. I guess caravels don't have any CP or something. It's kind of sad. I would have liked a little bit of Dust and Science there, just a little. Okay, our invasion fleet is en route right now. We do want to take them. We're not going to stop at Edisir with them. There's really no point. We want Edisir to sort of become owned by the Lumeris here so that we can just take it back with influence, which makes the most sense. I think in order to do that, we may need to actually be at peace with them, though, which is somewhat frustrating because they're obviously not going to want peace with us if we're just going to flip this system on them. We will be able to test that out in the near future, though, so I guess that's what we'll do. We'll make this a test case. I honestly would like it if we could flip people that we're at war with as the Nakalim, not to our empire. Like, we shouldn't be able to pacifically convert an empire's systems to our system during war. That doesn't make sense. We should, however, be able to hand it over to the Academy. I think that would be a very cool mechanic. At that point, it becomes sort of a war mechanic for us. We are no longer using Saints and Sinners. We have effectively moved off that plan. We still are mostly ecstatic everywhere. That's great. We love that. We're also over limit right now. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Our people are happy. Gonna go ahead and end our turn here. Looking good right now. Really hope that we can give Edisir back. If we can't, then we may need to invade Edisir, which is unfortunate because I don't really want another system. I feel like having another system there is not going to be that beneficial to us, and I don't think there's any way for us to just flat out gift it to the Academy. I wish there was. That would be much more useful. Okay, for our next hero, we'll definitely take a... Actually, let's go for an Overseer. We have enough happiness. Let's get some Overseers out. We do have one system open at least, two if you count the one that Rink is on because he is meant to be a Fleet Admiral. All privileges associated with the Academy segments will be removed in 2 turns. Alright, that's fine. I do want to go in here and see if we can just buy another color... Oh my lord. We can buy another colorless, y'all. The Empire sees that you need help. Don't worry, we will come. What are you talking about? Excuse me, Yui. Where do you get off? We don't need help. We didn't call you for help. What are you talking about? We need help. I wonder what he's I am absolutely curious at this point what he's talking about, because we're just flattening everything everywhere, and I'm like, is he seeing something I'm not seeing? What exactly is going on here? No, we don't need help at all. Let's go ahead and use the Academy fleet here to crush this Lumeris fleet. In this instance, I think it does make sense for us to use take trophies. We have such an advantage. They're probably just going to run anyway, though. Yeah, they're just going to run. Where are they going to run to? Looks like nowhere at the moment because they can't. So what we could do here is send another fleet to just finish them off. I think that's actually a really good idea. Let's do that. And, oh, we can't. They're technically moving now or something. Oh, did it send them back this way? If it sent them back that way, I'm fine with it. That's great. We love that. Totally happy with that. Let's send another fleet down this way then to try to catch these guys that are coming through. Basically, we want to catch the Lumeris on every single front. Go ahead and send our fleet down here. Poke at the Lumeris again. We already know that you guys are saying things are going away in 2 turns. That's fine. Oh, they ran. They ran before I could do anything. Why you do this? Why you run away? That's not the 15 ship fleet though, right? Where did that one go? It just like disappeared into Oh, I bet you they took it into Regulus. I bet that is the idea right there, is they were just like, we'll just hide the fleet in Regulus because that way they don't have to fight. Okay, fine, that's your choice. It's a bad choice, but it's your choice. Let's go chase this fleet down on Groose then. I mean, that's all we're doing at this point, is we're just chasing Lumera's fleets and shooting at them until they give in. Zermasala does have Bonnie does have Zermasala pop on it again. That's excellent. I think we're up to a pretty solid number of those. I'm really excited to get to 20, though. Bouchier has produced another Chancellor. I believe that's another full carrier fleet. It is indeed. Why don't we go for it? Why don't we pump out some more test carriers here? 3 turns, we'll have a full test carrier fleet. We are burning through our titanium at a ridiculous rate, though. I think after that test carrier fleet, we're kind of done building test carrier fleets. Now, when you look at it that way, when you make a specific fleet that uses Hyperium, and you just kind of make those while you have, or titanium and Hyperium, and you just kind of make those while you have it, that actually makes sense. I'm kind of okay with that. I'm okay with that strategy. That seems to be a good way to do it. My only thing is, I hate when, like, your only ship design has titanium and then you run out of titanium, but of course you can always just do another ship design without titanium, and I'm just apparently dense and don't think about that. We did reach a new technology stage in military, which means an additional 3 CP, which means those fleets are gonna get bigger, and that's a good thing, guys. That's a very good thing. What is this? Be the first to invade 7 systems. We are rank 1 in that, as we've invaded 3 systems. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get all of them. Let's do it. Enhanced Behemoth Hulls unlocked now. That should actually potentially give us another Behemoth slot, and we're working on Super Biofuel Factory. That will take 7 turns. I'm not a fan of that. We may actually go through and see if we can set everything to generating more science for a little bit to try to speed that up. I would love to get that a lot sooner. Let's go ahead and look at our Behemoth slots. I was trying to remember what I was excited about. There we go. Okay, so we do need 1 more Behemoth tech if we want to unlock another slot. So let's go ahead and look at what is available to us. You know what? I've actually never messed with the Obliterators or the Juggernauts. I'm just not a military guy. Why not? Why not? Let's have a little bit of fun this playthrough since we're doing so well. Now the question is, do we want the Juggernaut or the Obliterator, or do we just get both? I mean, let's go for the Oblit, because I've never used it. They're kind of cool. They blow up systems. That's awesome. I'm not that destructive. I don't want to blow people's systems up. I want to capture their systems and use their systems, because to me, that's just more efficient. That being said, there is something to be said for just blowing up a system, so we're going to try it out. Why not? Let's see what else we could potentially grab over here. We do not have nearly as much adamantium or antimatter, so going for these isn't going to be as effective. However, we could pick them up just in case. Just in case. I mean, that could be a good idea. I think we'll wait. For right now, we have enough stuff in queue. Latest survey is in. Religious party is way and by far in the lead. Military party is second. We're fine with that. That's actually what we want. Please tell me we have an advanced demand. We do. We have an advanced demand. Quite nice, that. Let's go ahead and demand some extra science, because that's going to be super useful. Do you guys have any antimatter? Because we would love some antimatter. How about some antimatter? So we could go for 18 antimatter here, or we could try to press them for 89 adamantium, which seems like a better deal, and makes me think that maybe picking up those other adamantium missiles is a good idea, because we could potentially do a lot with them if we pick this up here. Let's go for it. See what they say.
Is to kill.
Oh my gosh, that's lovely. That is just lovely. This is why war demands are so 100, guys. Look at that. So much. So much. Just whammo. Look at that. We're up to 138, just like nothing. I love it. I'm super ecstatic about that. That's great. Okay, let's bounce around real quick and see who needs to do what. I have been taking a little bit longer with the turns lately, which is basically a function of us having a lot more wars and things like that, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. I want to keep us moving. I want to get the influence bomb running. We want to see how that unfolds. Wow, popping that detector ship just gave us 130 dust and 110 science. That's lovely. Sophons are not going to be happy with that. We're probably going to get a thing that says, like, please stop shooting our ships, and then we're going to be like, but no. And they're going to be like, but why no? And I'm going to be like, because no. And yeah, you guys get what'll happen. We'll basically build some extra pressure with them. That's the whole plan anyway. Colin Fet Iska, we may move over here just to make this fleet a little bit faster in getting to the battlefield, and then we'll just bring them on out. 3 turns to get here is great. And there it is, like clockwork. How about no, guys? How about no? Okay, that's cool. You know what my actions will actually do? They'll generate more pressure on you, which is what I'm all about. So you can whine, you can cry, you can complain, you can do whatever you want to do. It's not going to make a difference. All right, let's bring this invasion fleet down here. We do want to make sure we have a nice solid fleet stack here in that case, just because that will be what is sort of defending our invasion fleet. So let's make sure we keep a nice fleet stack there, and let's look for any other fleets that can be moved out to protect the system that we just sort of made unsafe for a moment. We do have a carrier fleet en route to protect that system, so that's fine. They'll probably get there. They'll get there in 2 turns. So for a turn, this system will be slightly in danger. But it is also building a bunch of carriers. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. And then we have this aspirant that basically can't do anything because there's nothing left to explore, and there's nothing left to probe. Awesome. Let's actually send him over here. Can we do that directly? We can, but it'll take 10 turns. Yeah, we'll just do this way then. Ooh, look at that. The UE is converting Rotanev with influence. That's quite interesting. And I wonder what this is. That is just a logistics ship. We're about to catch a Riftborn logistics ship. Seems like a bad idea for them to be moving that through territory they know we control. But hey, I'm not them. If they want to make bad decisions, they can make bad decisions all day long. So we have captured Oentho here. We're probably going to use Oentho to stage a hack on Merope. That'll just move us even further into the Lumeris Empire with our hacking, which is great. I would like to put an accelerator on Oentho. We now have Divert and Overload as well. So I'm going to go with accelerator here on Oentho. That should speed up that hack. And that'll be good. Next turn. Keep it moving. Oh, the Sphere of Influence grew. You guys saw that, right? Just an itty bitty poof. Let's see if they touch now. They're almost there. They're so close. They're like rubbing up against each other and stuff. Okay, new event, Trial by Fire Part 2. The artillery officer's trial spirals out of control. Nationalists within your empire argue it was a mistake to ever empower an outsider within your military. In turn, those accusations outrage minorities across your population and their allies who have pledged loyalty to your cause. The officer is convicted but maintains his innocence and begs you to expand your investigation. He recalls reviewing the stolen intelligence as a routine operations check and that he forwarded it to several other officers for review. Protests against the officer's arrest have begun on several worlds, and public action is needed to sway the mood of the public. Public action is needed to sway the mood of the public. That seems redundant, but okay. We're not going to pardon the officer necessarily. Plus 30% damage on fleets on Empire. That's pretty strong. Minus 10 happiness on systems is a pain, but plus 30% damage is pretty strong. Plus, we're not soft. We're not soft. Y'all want to oh, there's a 50% chance of creating a major political crisis. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. If I would have seen that last bit, I wouldn't have clicked that, but oh well. Here we are. Here we are. That's unfortunate. Ararin Turlamaz has leveled up. Gonna give him that joy initiative. He is ready. He's ready for Matarka, everybody. This is gonna be lovely. So we're gonna unassign Abianord here. And instead, we will assign our newly minted Joy Initiative hero, Ararin Turlamaz. And now, once we do convert this system over, which is 1 turn from now, they are going to be ecstatic. They're not going to be happy. They're going to be ecstatic. That's amazing. Alright. For her, we're probably going to go with more science here. That's really, I think, the only skill that's left that's particularly governor-based. I mean, that's governor-based, but that's primarily defensive, not going to be super useful to us. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. Excellent job, Petrov Jutka. Nakalim population have grown on Bonnie. They needed to be shipped off system right now. Get out. We don't want you. Oh, there's another one. You snuck on there, didn't you? Get out. We don't want you here. We're tired of your Nakalim population. Go away. 13 Zermasala here. Well on our way to 20, but not quite there yet. Alrighty, excellent. Hath is open to creating things, so is Kamos. Let's go ahead and take a look at Hath. What can we do with Hath that's fun? Oh, we can start building microwave pipes now. It'll mean that we can't build as many carriers because microwave pipes do require 10 antimatter. It's still a really, really good thing to build improvement-wise. And now I'm like, we could do that. We could terraform some stuff. You know what? Let's remove some anomalies. Step 1. Terraform this to something better. Step 2. Yeah, we'll absolutely go with the steps here. Lose a little bit of dust, gain a whole bunch of happiness. I'm totally fine with that. Gain 2 population slots. That's great. That's great. We'll do that. Alright, so that system is taken care of. Kamos is just doing public 3D printing, which we know is kind of a waste. What can we do here? To monsoon doesn't make sense. It looks like we've already done everything we can do with this system. We could start building epigenetic and intensive cultivation right now. Because we know we're on our way to the super biofuel factory, there's a very, very real chance that that's going to be beneficial. Let's do that. Let's just get this. Wow. 1 turn. Okay, well, we'll just build those in 1 turn, and then when the super biofuel factory gets here, it'll be super efficient. In fact, because it only takes 1 turn to do that, we may be better off waiting until we get super biofuel. We are. Let's do that. Okay, you're fine, little medium ship. Although what we will do here is let's take our smaller fleet and use them to fire at this ship. The main reason for that is because we want to save the attack action on our larger fleet in case they do move a larger fleet in during this turn at some point. Alright, you guys are perfectly fine. Oh, you can be healed now, because that's our system. Lovely! I love that, that's great. Okay, we did capture a fleet here, it looks like. Oh, it's a sad little Lumeri civilian ship. Bye, Lumeri civilian ship, thank you for the 900 dust. They do have a giant fleet that's on its way in, but newsflash, so do we. We have a couple of fleets on their way in. Nice, we were able to move that one first, which means that essentially our invasion fleet will land after everything else, lower on the list, where they don't necessarily get dragged into combat, which is excellent because we don't want that to happen. And they're losing basically all their manpower in a turn and a half, or 2 turns realistically. Right here, we're going to finish these guys off. Yes, we are. They did heal a little bit, which is interesting, but you know, it's whatever. This is the Academy fleet. We're just going to keep shooting. Decisive victory. They retreated again. This time they're going down this way, where we'll actually beat them out with our other fleet here that is going to land and then blockade, of course. Ooh. And there is a frigate here that we can blow up if we want to. We also have this other fleet that's coming down this way. Basically, Groose just became a trap for the Lumeris. Every ship that lands here is now dead. That's essentially how that's going to work. Yes, we will take dust and science from this. Blow them up. Blow them up quickly. Oh, of course they ran. I am like, I really wish that we had the Sheridan ability from ES1 right now. Like, no more running. No more running for anybody. Everybody dies. Oh gosh, that Riftborn civilian ship, 1200 dust right there. That's just a thing of beauty. Let's heal that fleet, why not? They probably just made enough dust to heal themselves and maintain themselves for several turns right there. Okay, so it looks like everybody has moved, everybody is doing the things, everything is going splendidly. Let's end our turn here. Oh, we have an unassigned hero. Abianord is left unassigned, that's right, because we unassigned him to move a different hero over there. So let's go ahead and consider putting Abianord here, just because Rink is there right now, but Rink is kind of a garbage governor. He's really just not very good. Let's go to Kuyos here. Let's cut him out. We had him there just to gain experience. Where is Abianord? There we go. Abianord, you're the man here on Kuyos. You make more production anyway. Do the things. You got this. And they're a little bit happier already. So let's send Rink to one of these systems that's already ridiculously happy. Or actually, at this point, we might as well just put him on the front of a fleet. Do we have a fleet in the area that we can maybe assign Rink to that would be good? Like this one. This one would be splendid. I do believe that Rink can't be assigned there yet, though, because it is outside of our space. We're obviously not going to move it back into our space just so that we can assign Rink, because that would be insane. Instead, let's try... We unfortunately do not have any ships here ready to go that we can just attach Rink to that will let him sort of ride the wave down to that system? Yeah, we don't. I wish we did, that would be excellent. Actually, now that I think about it, there. We'll just put Rink on this fleet and let him ride that fleet down to the system. We do want to check his ship and make sure it's decked out. It is decked out, that's lovely. Alright, Rinky boy, head on down there. And then what we're going to do once we get there is... Yes, excellent, excellent. We have to find it first, though. So we want to drag his flagship here. I don't think we can do that. What we can do, though, is this. We can drag these ships off. Oh, and we can just do that. Whammo. Beautiful. Okay, so now Rink is leading a carrier fleet with an extra commander in it just for good measure, because we did raise our CP, which is lovely. Oh my. Oh my, look at that fleet strength. 65,000. 65,000. That is insane. Wow, we are just over the top with that. Okay, I changed my mind. Guardians are amazing. I really like Guardians now. Holy moly, that is huge. Okay, we'll end our turn though. We'll end our turn. That was a good turn. That was a very, very good turn. In this case, I'm actually going to go for efficient primary elections. I don't want to do strong arm lobbying again because I don't actually, well, the happiness from being militaristic is actually helping our empire quite a bit right now, to be honest. Let's do that. We'll do strong arm lobbying. We know that religion is going to come up as our second one pretty much no matter what, because religion is our highest one. So by forcing everyone into military and religion, we're just basically ensuring that we end up exactly where we want to be. Yes, that was close. Pacifists actually scared me a little bit there. I was like, oh man, this is where it happens. We don't want pacifists taking control right now. That would be terrible. Did our influence sphere just grow a little bit more? Just a teeny bit. Just a tad bit right there, just a little. Okay, so we do have a hostile trace being detected here on Merope. It'll take them way more than 2 turns to get back to us, so it doesn't matter. Zermasala population has begun again. I love that notification. It always reminds me. Oh, here we go, y'all. You are cursed to live in interesting times. The leader of the Academy and those who follow or trust him have decided to put their endgame plan into motion. The what or why of it is no longer debatable. It is happening. Some will side with them in their crusade to bring back the lost, a race of beings harvested and eliminated by the endless. Others will oppose them, for it is rumored that the lost, when congregated in large numbers, had the power of gods. Which are you? The time has come to choose, for Isyander's words have been heard by all civilizations in the galaxy. The time of penance has come, wrongs must be righted, the innocent restored, and evil purged. None of us were actors in the original crime, but all of us bear the curse of knowledge and responsibility. Those of us who would see justice done will act. Are you with us or against us? Will you see the lost restored, or tacitly condone the act of genocide? His words are chosen with care. We are absolutely going to be the rejuvenators on this one. We are friends with the Academy. We want to rejuvenate the lost. That is our goal. And Lodestone Link is a real nice improvement, so we're probably going to be first on this. We will absolutely take that. There's been talk among the more peaceful... Okay, so this was the Dust to More Dust quest. Raise the amount of dust produced per turn in the galaxy to 5,381. My participation was too low in that? Did we not generate enough dust? I'm actually amazed by that. Okay, fine. Whatever, y'all can have the influence. We don't need it. We have 37k influence. Bring it, y'all. Bring it. Okay. So we know that hack is good. Panako Nakatug has leveled up. Let's go ahead and give Panako something excellent. A little more science would be good. Happiness is okay, but they'll get joy initiative, so it's pointless. Let's just go with more science here. Actually, click it good. There you go. Alright, you're good. Sirs Kershaw has gained enough experience to level up. What can you do? Plus 120 hull plating is actually a really nice bonus here. I think that's what we're going to end up going with. Like, that really does seem to be the best thing since he's just kind of guiding our siege ships here. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh. Oh, that's on system, though. Okay. Yeah, let's go with siege, or the higher armor for our siege ships. Makes more sense. Hero level up for Ruthian, F11 Tignia, or whatever his name was. Joy initiative is absolutely where it's at. We got that now. All the happiness all the time. We don't even have to worry about it. We can actually start, now that we have like Joy initiative coming through, we can really start to push on our empire limits a little bit more, and that's something we'll probably be doing in the near future, mainly to acquire more strategic resources. Okay, so this is Colin Fett Iska, I believe. Yes, it is. He has all the skills already. I'm trying to find something that's actually useful for him to take at this point, because he has all the skills. All of these things that are left are primarily system bonuses. There is Cosmic Castaway. A second level of Cosmic Castaway would be very useful here. Assignment duration lower would be useful, but we honestly don't run into issues with that right now anyway. So let's just go ahead and go with Cosmic Castaway. While we're at it, let's give him a little bit more damage with our relics. Just lovely there. That uses up all of our loose extra relics anyway. Moria Koopas has leveled up. She is our most amazing admiral. Very, very happy with her performance. Gonna go ahead and take another Cosmic Castaway with hers. Wait, no we're not. We're gonna go ahead and take... Yes, post-relevantistic targeting. I probably mispronounced that. I probably butchered that. But we want it, because it's more damage. Excellent job, Moria. Zermasala spawning in Bonnie. That is awesome. Bonnie is wide open. Speaking of, let's go ahead and go with Optics and Graviton. That'll give us a little bit more science here in Bonnie, which is great. Oh, and we do have a new Behemoth slot available. I thought we were one off. We're one off from another Behemoth slot. Okay. In that case, we need to start looking at what we want to do with our Behemoths. We don't yet have access to Obliterators, so we're not going to do that, quite obviously. We could do an Econ Behemoth, but that also seems like something that's unnecessary. You know what would be cool? Let's try a Mining Behemoth, and let's do it somewhere that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So we could, if we wanted to, pacifically convert the Academy system that we already gave to the Academy. I'm not sure how that works. I mean, I guess that's just us reclaiming that system. I don't think there's much benefit in us doing that, so we're not going to. But what we mainly want to do is look here for things like this. That's 3 potential antimatter there we could gather, but of course it's more than that. It is a lot more than that because of the mining modules that you can put on those behemoths. Definitely worth considering that. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to build a behemoth miner. Unfortunately, though, we are running short on time here, so what I want to do is real quick go take a look at that, and then we'll kind of see where we want to go with that. Okay, so if we look at our mining modules for the behemoths, Fast Miner 2 is great, but we really want something good like this, the Core Miner that's going to deplete the planets. We don't care about depleting the planets in this case, because we're never going to take those planets anyway. That's why we want to mine them, is because we don't want to actually own them. So in this case, a Core Miner is excellent. It lasts for 12 turns, has a cooldown of 8. The cooldown of 8 turns is the thing that's actually bothersome to me, and I don't think we can stack these, can we? Oh, we can. We can. Well, isn't that just lovely? So if we stack those... Ooh, Advanced Climate Engineering as well helps with terraforming. So we could make this sort of a multi-purpose behemoth that, like, drops these miners and then helps with terraforming. The one problem with that is it does mean dedicating support slots, and the problem with dedicating support slots in that way... Ooh. It's only 2 movement. That's actually not very good. Okay. The problem with dedicating support slots that way is that slots we're not giving to engines. Engines will let us get around to mine the systems we really, really want to mine. And I'm not sure we want 2 core miners. I think we might want a couple of fast miners as well. Or at least 1 fast miner, right? And the reason being because then we can sort of go use a core miner on a planet we really need resources from, and then bounce over to a couple other planets that have some good stuff and fast miner them. I think that's probably what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll swap one of these off for a fast miner here. And then we'll go ahead and, of course, put some armor on our behemoth just so that it is somewhat secure. And then let's load it up with lasers. Lasers, maybe? Yeah, beams, rather. I can live with using antimatter for beams on this because it is a behemoth. We do want it to have some offensive value so that it can protect itself. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. This is our new Econ Behemoth. We haven't actually built an Econ Behemoth yet, I don't think. So let's get one of those in queue right here on Karana. That'll be out in 3 turns, and we can start gathering resources from Osulo, and then send it up here to Ovaldi and gather resources there as well. Are there any sort of off-the-beaten-path systems that are not claimed that we can really get some value out of this on? Because I don't think that you can... Oh, do you guys see that? Do you see that? The influence begins to spread already. Dun dun dun. Very cool. Very cool. We have full ownership of the system. The influence is beginning to spread already. We do need to get a little bit more population going here. Why is this locked? Oh, because we need a system development. What? I'm confused. Build a system development project to increase the max population on this planet. Do we not already have a system development project? Intriguing. Let's go ahead and start terraforming these, though. We do want to terraform these planets to have as many population slots as possible. Because that's the only other thing that's going to differentiate how much influence they gain now, is how much population we can put on each planet. So we'll do that. I think that's fine. We're already seeing this grow. I actually can't wait to see next turn. It's weird that it started over here instead of centralized on Matarka, but that's fine. If, like, I mean, it's already almost infringing on Bria here. If it gets to Bria or Pollux or Kraz very, very soon, then that'll be excellent. There's some fun things we can do with that. And right now, there are some minor ships here that are kind of a problem, but they're not a big deal. I'll actually clear them off real quick. I know I said that this episode was going to end here, but we're doing a thing real quick. And then it'll probably end after this. Okay, that's going to run away, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure we cleared the enemy out of our systems. We don't really want them hanging out and causing problems for us. I love that the UE are like, we're coming to help you, even though we don't need help, and they do. Excuse me. Oh, that's the Academy. It's like, who is invading our system? How dare you, sir? Oh boy, we have so many things to do here still. But we'll have to do that next time. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!